G'day everyone, it's Viper84 here. So I thought I'd have a crack at Mass Effect Andromeda. Now I've played this game several times, and every time I have to admit I have really enjoyed the game. Now there's been a lot of negative feedback over time about this game. It isn't as bad as people honestly think. Now it's not up to the standard of the other three, no, but it's just different. And one of the things I enjoy about it is the differences of this game. Now, to defend that for people, you have to understand that the exploration that was in Mass Effect 1 when it first came out was really janky and unpredictable and a little boring because it was very repetitive. Now, the exploration in this one could have been better, but I still really enjoyed it. It was a lot better than Mass Effect 1, obviously, the engine's a lot newer compared to the old one. So, we're going to dive in. Now, I'm not going to start a fresh game. I will start from the beginning, but it will be doing a New Game Plus, an example, from my old saves, and we will go from there. And you can see a lot of the upgrades. I've spent probably 200 hours or more on this game now. I don't know where everything is. I don't know everything about it, but I will say I know a lot. So I do look forward to people's suggestions. Now, I do apologise if there's any barking in the background on this recording or any cat noises. My animals love making noises just because that's what they do. And also, if you hear a humming in the background, unfortunately, my computer needs to be cooled by my aircon. Now, it's not because it's an overpowered system, it's just, unfortunately, not a great system. So, we will work on that in the future. Anyway, so let's get started. Alright, so I have played this game multiple times as a male and female shepherd. This time we're going to go back to being a male. And this is the character I have been using quite a lot. And a lot of the time I go Bionic, but to be honest, once you've got all the skills unlocked, it really doesn't make a difference what training selection you go for at the start, because everything's unlocked here. So you can basically select anything you want with the skills in this. A lot different than the previous games where what you select really affects your entire gameplay style, so you've really got to decide at the start what kind of gameplay you want. But in this one, you can swap, change, and choose a different path further down the track, and the training selection here actually has no reference I have found in the game at all. So it never gets mentioned, unlike the previous ones where occasionally they do, like at the start of Mass Effect 1, they actually mention at the intro there the background on Shepard. In this one they don't. So this time we are going to go for... let's go with a leader. And get rid of that one. And we will go for Viper Rider. Now my twin, that's the character I have been playing, which is great because it saves it for you when you do a new save. So, and the pre-saved colour schemes, which is always awesome. Customize history. Now, usually I'll swap the genders for which one I go for. So, if I play a male in this one, I'll, to a female shepherd. Or, vice versa. But this time, I'm just going to leave as a male. And let's save it. Now, we're going to play on Insanity. The only problem with Insanity is it does make a lot of the enemies kind of... well, they take a stupid number of hits to kill. So, a bit bullet spongy. But I quite like the challenge, to be honest. At the easy end of the spectrum, the game is actually quite boring for me now. So, we're going to go with Insanity. And with the high level of the weapons and that I have in this now, if you're using the top end weapons against the first stage targets, it's almost like realism where one shot, one kill. So that does get a little bit boring. But the great thing is, with all the skills and that I've unlocked through the many times I've now played this, you will find that yeah, it actually makes it a lot easier to kill stuff, and you'll actually, at the start of the game, be able to keep up with the character's father.
Every great moment in our history began with a dream. Each bold leap forward was achieved by those willing to do anything to attain it. We are, all of us, leaving behind families, homes, the very birthplace of our species. Some for discovery, to see the unknown. Others for a new start. But today, whatever our reasons, we take the first steps toward a new future for humanity. Today, we begin to make our dream reality.
Now, let's get in quickly here, guys, and say, look, I will apologise in advance if any of the text that the character does read, if I skip it quickly, I do apologise, because I have read everything in this game multiple times throughout the gameplay, and honestly now, most of the time, I do skip a lot of stuff. I will try not to do that for this gameplay through, and so that if you are interested, you will be able to pause the video and read it in your own time. But I will keep the game moving, but everything will come up on screen, hopefully, and you'll be able to see it and read it at your own time, and go from there. Now, all the cutscenes I'm also going to be silent, and allow you to watch it. The cutscenes are really good, so enjoy them, and enjoy the lens flare.
Deep breaths. You're gonna want to take it easy.
I've been taking it easy for 600 years.
Ryder, Recon Specialist, Pathfinder Mission Team.
Pathfinder team, eh? The ones finding us a home.
Can you make it somewhere tropical? Nice, warm ocean, summer year-round?
How about we get them a cup of coffee first?
The selection process saw the Andromeda Initiative evaluate thousands of potential habitable planets within the galaxy.
Ryder, let's get you checked out. Look here.
After discovering an unusually high ratio of potential candidates, or golden worlds, the Helios cluster was selected as our destination. Now you are a part of the first wave of ARCs arriving in Andromeda, our new home for humanity.
Makes it sound so easy, doesn't it?
Even if it isn't, we'll be ready.
I hope so.
You know something?
Word came down. The Pathfinder wants you all mission ready within the hour. Look this way?
Why the rush?
He didn't say. But something's up. Okay, everything checks out. Just one more thing before I send you on your way. Let's test your SAM implant. Sam, are you monitoring? Sam, are you online?
Yes, Dr. Taparo. Good morning, Ryder. Are you feeling well?
I just need a second to get my bearings. What's this about my implant?
A routine check. After being in stasis, we want to make sure the connection's still live.
As the team's mission computer, your well-being is my primary concern.
Assuming the implants work as advertised, Sam sees what you see, in theory. We won't know for sure until we get you in the field. How are you feeling, otherwise?
I feel like a 600-year-old popsicle. I hope we packed more coffee.
Readings confirmed. Based on the levels of adenosine in your system, the neural implant is functioning properly.
Wait, adeno what?
It just means you're still shaking off your nap. No reason why we can't get you on your way. Though you may want to hang around while we revive your sister, it always helps to see a familiar face.
I don't like the sound of that.
What's happening?
It broke free.
Just hang on!
Engineering, report. Try to brace yourself.
Gravity cryobay is offline.
Careful of the
I'm
syringe.
almost inside! Hold on!
This is Cora. I'm at the cryo bay. Brace for a reset. Everyone okay?
I think so.
What happened?
We're not sure. Sensors are scrambled. But it's good to see you're up. Feels like centuries since we spoke.
This is the Pathfinder. Mission teams continue preparations. Cora, riders, report to the bridge.
You heard him. Let's get...
We have a problem over here. It's Sarah Ryder.
What's wrong?
I don't know. Have to check it out.
Well?
Ryder,
Is my sister okay?
Sarah's fine. Her vitals are strong. But the revival procedure was interrupted.
When can she wake up?
We don't want to rush it. Sam?
My connection to Sarah's implant was suspended. However, her pulse, respiration, and brain activity are all normal.
To be on the safe side, we'll need to keep her in a low-level coma for a while. Then let her body regain consciousness naturally. She'll be fine.
Glad to hear it.
Thanks, Lexi. Keep us updated. Ryder, I'll wait for you at the door, whenever you're ready to go.
Don't worry, Ryder. We'll take care of her. She'll make it.
I need damage assessment updates on the double.
It sounds amazing, doesn't it? Right up until you lose gravity.
Still in stasis.
Nice and easy.
Vitals look
Just
good.
take deep breaths.
Now, you don't have to do what I'm doing, obviously. I just want to give people a look around for the areas. You can, follow the mission marker and go straight through, and it makes no difference. There is no real time limit between what you want to do in this game, like the previous ones. So you can really take your time, explore, have a look around, read text. So first thing I'll do when I come back over here is we'll read some text on the data pads. You can talk to the crew members that are highlighted. I think there's another data pad over here, we'll do that first. Now I'm not going to sit there and read because I have an awful reading voice, unlike some people, so but let's listen to some conversations.
Hey there! Hell of a wake-up call, huh? Didn't expect that first thing out of stasis.
Enjoy your nap, Ryder? Don't think I'll need sleep for the rest of my life.
Maybe another decade or two wouldn't have hurt.
What'd they tell you?
Suit up and get ready.
Morning, Ryder.
Shuttle pilot.
Or afternoon. Or I don't know. Good to see you, Ryder. Sorry, still waiting for some coffee.
You ready?
What's wrong?
Got a surge in power readings.
Shit!
Hey, up here! Whatever hit the arc fried everything. We have to balance the power load or it could explode.
But we don't know where the fault is.
Ryder could find it. He has a scanner. Quick, Ryder, use it to locate the fault.
On it.
I'll try to get reading.
Relay 2C shows damage from a temperature spike.
Found it! Bad relay.
Ryder, can you go reset it?
There! It's reset!
Do it. Rerouting the current now.
It's working!
Readings are in the green.
Thank God. That could have been the end of everyone in the cryo bay.
Good job, Ryder. Now we can get to the tram. That was close. Barely in Andromeda, and we're already scrambling.
The adventure.
Now these logs can actually get a little interesting sometimes. They never change throughout the entire game though. So if you do come back into this section later on in the game, you know,
Not
there's
sure
no
your
real
dad
point
will see
reading
it
the
that
data
way.
pads, the data pad, sorry, again, because as I said,
Go
they don't
ahead and
change.
take us to the bridge.
Helm control, report.
We're drifting. Flight controls aren't responding.
First priority is stopping these outages.
Mainline power's been knocked out. We're on reserves, Captain. They won't last.
What's our position?
Unknown. We lost telemetry.
Sam, we need eyes out there.
Attempting to adjust sensor array.
Alec, please. You may be Pathfinder, but this is my ship.
Captain, the protocol's clear. In the absence of communication with the Nexus or the other arcs, we proceed to our appointed Golden World. Solid ground.
If it's even out there. Nobody said anything about running into an energy cloud, and that's just a wild guess what we hit. Alec, I need to assess the damage. Stop the bleeding. We've got 20,000 people asleep on this ship. Let's give them a chance to wake up.
Can you blame her?
She is the captain. I think she gets the final word.
Well, he might.
This isn't about having the final word.
Yes, sir.
We're coming through.
My God. Is that our golden world?
That's Habitat 7. New Earth, if we're lucky. All of our long-range scans told us it was in the green zone. Perfect for human settlement.
It doesn't even look the same.
We don't know how bad it is yet. Still seems like it's our best shot.
Maybe. There's just a lot on the line.
Sam,
The energy from the phenomenon is damping our senses. Planetary conditions are unknown.
We're marooned. 20,000 souls adrift at sea. And when the power runs out, and stays out, we need to know if that's safe harbor.
And if it's not?
As Pathfinder, it'll be my job to find an alternative. It's what we trained for. But if this goes well, we're already home.
All right, just make it quick.
Harper, the rest of the team should be awake by now. Have them spin up 2 shuttles. Planet Fallen 30.
Yes, sir.
A stubborn one, isn't he?
He cares in his own way. Enough to give him a chance.
I suppose you're right. He is our Pathfinder. If this doesn't work out, we'll need him more than ever. I need an ETA on our sensor repairs. We're blind out here.
My sister's gonna hate that she missed this.
Are all the riders adrenaline junkies?
I guess it's in her blood. She beat me into the world by 1 minute. Couldn't wait to get started.
Well, don't worry. I'm sure Sarah will pull through.
When she does, she's gonna want stories.
So, let's get out there and find her some. Right. You'll want to get your helmet. And maybe stop at the Good Luck Rock before we go.
The what?
It's an old superstition of your dad's.
Got it.
That should do it.
The Pathfinder is now requiring sidearms. I've opened the armaments locker.
We expecting trouble, Sam?
A precaution. Please arm yourself, Ryder.
Hey, Ryder.
It's Kirkland, right?
Yeah, I think we met just before the Hyperion left Earth. Not sure if you know Greer?
Hi there. Your dad say anything about what's going on?
Looks like we're already home.
That's a relief. With everything that's been happening, I wasn't sure. Guess I can unpack my luggage.
I get dibs on any islands we find.
See you guys on the ride down.
How's Dad for Dead Reckoning? Hit the bullseye on our first try.
Hope I won't need this.
You never know. Now let's get to the shuttles.
Hang in there, Sarah. Looks like Dad's already suited up. Better not. No bathroom breaks on this trip.
Ryder?
Hey, Fisher, how's it going?
I heard a rumor from the bridge that your dad and the captain aren't seeing eye to eye on this.
She wasn't thrilled with the idea of the expedition, but my dad won her over.
I heard you weren't a big fan of it either.
It's her ship. Her call.
You got guts going against the old man. The way I see it, the Pathfinder team answers to the Pathfinder. Besides, your dad's the N7 here. He's got the best aim. I go wherever he goes.
Good luck, Rock, huh?
Your dad was mountain.
Analysis indicates alkali feldspar and quartz, commonly known as granite.
So just another boring day at the office, huh?
If it was, this wouldn't be any fun. I can't wait to find out what's down there.
I know what you mean. I always wondered what it was like when explorers crossed the ocean. Nothing but stars and dead reckoning to guide them.
And a map that said, "Here be dragons."
Well, if they made it, we can too. And maybe see a dragon along the way.
Never know. Let's keep an eye out.
And our distance.
On that note, time to get to the shuttle.
Dr. Carlyle, with everything going on, I think the Ark needs you more than we do.
Pathfinder wants a medic on hand. And if that is home down there, I'm happy to knock on the door.
If it's what we hope it is, it'll be one for the history books. You got a quote ready? One small step?
I'm pretty sure your dad will handle that honor.
All right, team, button it up. We leave in 5.
Sir, we broke out the weapons as requested. Anything we should know about?
Seemed prudent given the situation. We'll be short-handed with Sarah out. I heard what happened. Your sister's strong. She'll make it.
We bet on whose boots would hit the ground first. This isn't how I wanted to win.
Well, knowing Sarah, she'll want to go double or nothing on who climbs the tallest mountain. Don't let it get you down. I need you sharp.
I understand.
Your mom would have been proud of both of you. Okay, team, listen up. I chose each of you for the Pathfinder team, not just because you're talented and passionate, but because you're dreamers, like me. We dream of exploring the unknown, of finding the edge of the map, and then discovering what lies beyond. When people look back on this, and they will, they'll remember we didn't give up, that we kept dreaming, that our first few faltering steps in Andromeda were the beginning of everything they know. We only get one chance to be first. So, let's go make history.
Been waiting 600 years for this.
Archive period, this is Shuttle 1. Switching to manual guidance.
Shuttle 2, taking your lead.
Good luck, Pathfinder team.
Turning to Vector 135.
Copy that. We're on point.
Wow, will you look at that?
Whatever it is, it stopped the Hyperion in its tracks.
It appears to be an unstable mass of dark energy.
If you say so.
Steer clear of it.
Getting some chop here.
Gravity anomalies detected.
See if I can even it out.
My stomach would appreciate that.
We're clear. Accelerating to cruising speed.
Ryder, we didn't have a chance to meet back in the Milky Way. Name's Liam Costa, Security and Response Specialist.
Good to meet you, Liam.
Hard to believe we're finally doing this.
Sure beats reading the brochures.
Beginning our deceleration. Planet's dead ahead. Hang on. Initiating atmospheric entry.
Here we go!
The flight guidance is scrambled. It'll pass. The controls are fighting me.
Adjust approach vector.
We're through.
Holy!
Shuttle 2, are you seeing this?
Copy that. Doesn't look like a golden world from here.
Ionization levels are rising.
Stay on course to the landing zone.
Oxygen levels are below minimum human requirements.
Is this the right planet? We had this all worked out.
Keep it tight, Shuttle 2.
The mountains are floating.
Look, port side.
That has to be advanced engineering.
Hyperion, this is the Pathfinder. We've got evidence of an alien civilization.
Has anyone seen us?
What if they're not friendly?
We stick to contact protocol. No use of deadly force unless hostile intent is clear.
Lightning strike! We lost control! Shuttle 2 declaring an emergency! We've got a fire! Liam! Hey! What up?
Acceleration increasing.
No kidding!
Your jump jet is malfunctioning.
Get it working!
Approaching terminal velocity.
Sam!
Now the first time I played this, I was falling like that. I thought, oh, bugger, I'm going to miss up something. And I was pressing every button I could to see what I could do, and didn't realise that it was just a somatic still. So, yeah. It's always fun when that happens. Now, one thing I will have to say is some of the scenery in this
is Ryder.
is fantastic.
Come in.
And looks great.
Hyperion, Sam, anyone there?
Save your breath, Ryder. Sam's offline, comlink's trashed. I'm surprised we aren't too.
Did we really do that? Or are we dead and don't know it?
Well, we found hell. I can tell you that much.
Yeah. No way this is home.
Looks like we're gonna find some high ground. See if anyone else is alive. Come on. Ryder, how's your survival training?
I've seen my share of troubles. Nothing crazy, but...
Well, crazy just found us. Those rocks out there are floating.
Terra Incognita. Damaged in the crash. No good to us now.
Now make sure when you do start playing this, whenever you do find something, when you press, I use keyboard, so G, any items like that, you make sure that any conversations in the background have finished, because as soon as you click to scan something, they will cut off that conversation and start talking something completely different. So if you really want to hear all the storylines and anything like that, you need to wait, which can get frustrating if you like running through games quickly. Now, I'm not going to be running through this constantly.
Here's our comm device.
Because I'm going to allow everybody to see some of the side stories and side missions and little bits and pieces which add some real quality to the game and some great scenery. So I do apologise if it annoys anybody if they just want to see a run through straight to the end with the main storyline and not much of the side missions which involve a lot of exploring. This isn't going to be the video series for you.
No fixing this. Must have broken on impact.
Explains why we lost our sound connection.
Oh, and safety tip. Don't breathe the air. Found that out the hard way.
Got it. You think that energy cloud we saw could cause all this?
Sam said it's dark energy, but that's in space.
Yeah, hell of a cloud.
The cloud that makes boulders float.
What the hell is this?
Come on, we gotta get through it.
This is crazy!
Welcome to Habitat 7! Keep moving!
Ah!
Looks safer under there!
Is this for real?
Now, you probably noticed that he was jumping there with a blue light around him, which is biotics. But I'm going to change my character back through some of the other schemes I've got pre-saved. So what I quite often will use will be this setup, because I find it very effective. Otherwise, you can click here and go to favorites and see other pre-saves I've done. Now, if you use arrow keys, you can actually select, well, it allows you to scroll through them without actually fully selecting them, which can be a pain sometimes. I made up that one as Master Engineer as one of my playthroughs. Andromeda Explorer, that one I really like because it allows you to literally phase through walls, which I'll give you a quick demo in a second. That one's also more for the tactical kind of gameplay. This one's for if you really want to go through as like security soldier type one, it's all about shooting guns and not really that many powers. So you get good amount of grenades, concussive shot, which is like a explosive shot. It'll fire out, track the target and hit it, and does some damage, and especially on your higher levels will actually knock targets over, and on lower levels will actually instant kill them. And then you've got your turbocharge for your rifle, which basically means that you can fire an awful lot of rounds continuously, and it actually doesn't cost you any ammo. So the one we're going to be sticking with is this one. So you've got Throw, Lancer, Shockwave, and Andromeda Explorer for now. So you just double click on it, which unfortunately that just saved over what I previously had. So let's go back here and go Biotics. Go first slot there, and we will go not Throw. Shockwave's a good one for destroying a lot of enemies in a row. Throws, right? Yes. Assign power. Throw. Alright. Then we go back to favorites, click here, and we can press spacebar to save it. Which saved over our first slot, but meh, I can always fix that up. I'll save that there, and I'll just go back to my soldier selection. So, worry about that later on. So,
what the hell's going on with this place?
As you can see, when I press the middle mouse button,
Trying to murder us?
it literally can phase through stuff. So it only works on certain things. You can't phase through doors, or you occasionally will go certain weird directions, but it is great for avoiding enemy fire, or if you want to get in and do a melee attack. So tab opens up your weapon wheel. So of course we've only got the very basic pistol, not my standard gear that I usually use. Depending on which way I'm going to play it, if I'm going to use biotics more,
anyway.
The armor I've got will boost biotics.
Flying around in the sky.
The gear that you use will also select, the actual armor will improve it. The weapons can also improve it. So it really, you can really bolster up your ability to survive, especially the heavy battles that we'll get into. So right now I'm just going to fix up a few of these things and I'll be back, so I'll cut the video here and come back. Sorry guys.
There! We get up that cliff, we find high ground. Come on!
Not sure we want to be the tallest thing around here.
I think I can see a path up. We'll use the jump jets if we have to.
Into the breach!
Think I'd rather fall than get hit by light.
More glowing mushrooms.
Are they making that noise?
No. Coming from inside the mountain.
Detecting a lot of energy. Can't make heads or tails of it, but it's powerful. I'd say it's working. How'd my dad find you?
I was a cop, then crisis response.
Yeah?
Tell you over a beer sometime.
This is gonna be close!
Now with jumps like that, guys, if you ever find for
That's
some
it.
reason that you're not
We're getting
timing it
there.
right and you can't jump all the way across, the ability to do that skip that I was demonstrating earlier really helps. So like if you do this and then you press the skip, get you a lot of extra range, basically 2.5 times the distance if not more. So skip. It's also great if you get stuck somewhere, you press that skip and it'll actually get you out of it. So like for this, easily
I think I see
made
the
it.
top.
Mind making some room? Thanks. What the hell is that?
It's not a hotel, that's for sure. Nothing around here makes any sense.
New galaxy, new ways to die.
Just not today.
Ryder, it's Fisher. Wait. Look.
Now when I first played this, I tried to follow First Contact Protocol, which you would have read earlier from one of the datapads, where you try to talk to them first before you shoot at them. Since I know what these guys' intention are and the story is, I'm just gonna shoot them as soon as it gets out of the rock.
Unless fired upon.
Yeah, said no one in the field ever. How do we handle it?
Take it easy. We only get one shot at hello with these guys.
Yeah, and Fisher gets shot in the head if we're wrong.
Weapons up!
I'm hurt!
He sees us!
Okay. It's over.
Fisher, you okay? I'll live. I thought I was a goner. Sorry, Ryder, I know you wanted to give peace a chance and all.
They weren't going to back down. What could we do?
Reload and try and put it behind us.
We still don't even know what they wanted.
Nothing good the way they were armed.
This isn't how First Contact was supposed to go. Or at least not how I imagined it.
That's on them. Can't let it change us. Next time might go better.
Yeah, the whole neighborhood can't be bad.
Where are the others?
Gone. Kirkland and Greer went looking for help.
Come on.
Ah, my leg!
Can you move?
I think it's broken. You guys push ahead and look for the others.
You sure?
Yeah. Just find us a ride out of here. And take a few more of them out while you're at it.
Well, I don't have Sam here, but I can try to make sense of it. They're DNA-based, and their armor reads as some kind of bone. But the genetics are all over the map.
Hear that? I hope the other team's okay.
We'll find them. But we might want to scout around first.
You're the recon specialist. Point the way. They shot him! They want to fight! We'll give it to them! I count one left to go! That's the last of them.
I can't believe we're doing this.
Did Kirkland make it?
No vital signs. Just shot him in cold blood.
He was trying to surrender. Why kill him?
Would we treat them any different if they showed up on Earth, armed to the teeth?
Maybe not.
Peace isn't going to be an option here. We'll come back for his body once we find the others.
Hope Greer's still alive somewhere. Still, take a look at this architecture. This is really something.
Never seen anything like it. Looks to be at least 3 or 4 centuries old.
The Ark's left 600 years ago, right?
Yeah. Our long-range scans wouldn't have shown this. These structures, that tower, maybe none of it was here when we left the Milky Way. Okay, now this is weird. Even with these readings, I have no idea what it does.
Just imagine the mind that invented it.
If that's even possible. Evolution separated from ours by 2 million light years.
Spooky when you put it that way.
Alright guys, a bit more info for you. You've obviously probably seen some of the combat moves I've been doing. Taking cover is incredibly essential in this game, and the easiest way to do that is you just run up to cover with your weapon out, and they'll automatically take cover, which is also a setting in the game that you can actually change if you want to, but I find this is a lot easier. Now, if you don't take cover and you just stand out in the open, on insanity level, you will just die really quickly. Like you probably noticed before the engagement, my shields went down incredibly quickly. In this engagement, coming up, pay attention, I'll stay outside of cover for a little bit, and when it starts to affect my health, I'm going to take cover, and you'll notice the big difference. And the problem is, once you're in cover, the enemy will love to try and flank you. Now, also one of the other things you would have seen me do is an advanced move I've been doing, which is the holding up in the air, so you can jump and you aim, and you'll actually float in the air for some time. Now, it doesn't matter whether you've got biotics going or jetpack, which is a different selection. So you'll also notice now that because of the engagement earlier, I now have access to the assault rifle, which is the base assault rifle, as you'll see in all gameplay from Mass Effect series. They always love having, for the Alliance forces, this rifle, and in all schematics you quite often will see that they have this rifle and not the one that you're carrying. So I don't know why they did it, but it's probably just a default that they've got going. Sometimes in the other ones it'll actually use the weapon that you've got, and other ones it'll just automatically go to the adventure, which is this one. Now, one of the things I love doing when you're in combat is you jump, do this, and it loves you to be able to shoot targets that are behind cover. Now you can also do the skip that I was described earlier. So here's a skip, and I'm still floating. When you skip, you float, and you can kill targets, and then you can drop and continue firefight. Now, I only recommend doing that when you've only got 1, maybe 2 enemies left to do that, because as I said, staying out of cover on insanity level will get you killed very quickly. So, the areas around here, and look at that, like it just looks fantastic, the maps and that. The planet we're on is basically a tutorial planet to teach you how to play the game. It will throw environmental effects at you, enemies, all the basic enemies that you'll face. Now, you probably heard the noise just then.
I wish
That's
I
from a ghost enemy. Now, why I love the shockwave, as I said earlier, is I can do this. Now, it will affect cloaked enemies. So, as you can hear, lovely little noise coming.
Watch out! What is this thing?
See, it knocks it up in the air, and then I use another biotic attack.
Okay, it's dead.
Whatever it was.
You get biotic combo, which increases power of attacks considerably. Now, also, scroll button on your mouse allows you to swap between weapons very quickly. I accidentally knocked the scroll button then by accident and it changed weapons. It can be a pain sometimes. So, as you can see down the bottom left hand corner, when you're in an area that can be scanned that you haven't scanned previously, the G will flash and you'll get that do-it noise. So all you need to do is press G, you go into your scan mode, it highlights the image. As I said before, Remember, make sure any conversations that you're hearing between the characters is finished before you scan something, because watch.
It's organic. No sign of technology.
Wow, so the cloaking is biological?
Yeah. Weird.
A lot of the times when you find something new and you scan it, and you've got people with you, which is, you can't even go on missions because you have people with you, it will instantly start a conversation between the two. So if you want to hear all the conversations and really enjoy the storyline, which I enjoy doing, you make sure that, as I said, conversation's finished, scan the target and go from there.
Could be our people. I'll mark the nav point.
Alt is great for looking straight at what they're trying to talk to you about. Then you just press Alt again and it goes back to your screen. And then you can continue on with whatever you're doing. Now, the map is fantastic in this. It gives you a great overview. You can zoom in and out with your normal controls. If you're a gamer, it's really easy to do because you pick up the controls really simply. You can't actually rotate the screen. It's just look straight down on stuff, but you don't need to. M gets you in and out of it really quickly. You know, the great thing about this is it's for your basics. It actually has what key you need to press highlighted all
What do you suppose is down there?
to go in and out of
New and painful
your
ways
menus.
to die?
Maybe we could
Now,
jump
yeah,
jet
I'll
our
give
way
you a demo
across.
what it's like when you get zapped by lightning. If it actually works. You know, cool. It's like the chance of getting hit by lightning. You'll actually find a lot of areas actually have a sequence for the lightning strikes. It may not happen here right now.
Is that sound coming from below?
Just because I said we're going to wait to happen,
Alien
of course
gods
it
of
doesn't
the
happen, but
underworld?
we'll find another area.
Don't say that.
You'll actually see
think it's machinery.
the
You
ground
can feel the
spark up and
vibration.
have lightning kind of
scale of this.
static
Who built
electricity start to appear on
Alien
the
gods.
ground. That lets you know a lightning strike is going to happen on this first planet. Now this is the only planet, see there you go, there's lightning, bang, you get your lightning strike. So it kind of gives you a bit of a warning to say, hey, this is going to happen here, so you can kind of avoid it. This is the only planet that you get this kind of lightning on, and once you get off here, you'll have different environmental effects that can make the game really difficult, and you have to be very smart about your timings, but we'll go into that as we get further into the game. Now, in your map screen, when you highlight over your little triangles, it'll tell you what the things are. Alien structure, alien structure. You will find out later in the game the names of these aliens like you do all the other ones. Question marks is objectives that you haven't been to, but they're also, you know, you got your unfilled in ones here, like I said previously. Optional, as it says, like I agree. The game does guide you through a lot of what you can find or can't find, but there is a lot of things that don't get marked on the map, so that you've got to try and find for yourself. But that, as I said, is where the exploration for this game really comes into it. You can spend a lot of hours in this game just trying to find certain things. Now, I will also apologise for the sound quality from my talking. I don't have a great mic, it's a really basic headset. As I said, this is, you know, my first YouTube video, just starting up my channel, so we will get better over time, guys, so I hope you stick with me and enjoy it. So here we go, we're going to get to a nice bit of a battle here. As you can see up on the top of the screen, you got your red dots which indicate enemy locations. Now it doesn't show up cloaked enemies. Once you get them to uncloak, they show up. But it's a great way to easily find enemies. I was using it earlier in combat when we first started the combat to find them. So, and you can actually switch sides, as you can see me doing here, for which way you want to kind of hide cover and shoot out from. So the cloaked enemy didn't appear till the end. I use my shockwave, shoot it a little.
They're using those animals.
Biotics.
Careful!
Now that's high level biotics, because as you probably saw earlier, all my skills are mapped
This
out.
is for Kirkland.
Now I just phased through the
Don't worry about me.
target there, like the cover I was in. So as I said, I'll show you what it's like in the outside cover. Look at the health go, the shields go down, which is purple. Now I'm starting to lose health. Now when I'm in cover, the only time they can actually hit me is when I pop out to shoot them. Now you can do it certain different ways. You can pop out, aim, and shoot the targets, or you can just stay in cover and kind of do a bit of blind fire, which is like that. It's really inaccurate, wastes a lot of ammo. The best thing you want to do if you want to stay in cover in heavy engagement is just pop up, throw your effects like this. When you first start, as I said, you get real basic level stuff, like the cut shot. You can stay in cover, pop up, throw it, or fire it in your case, hit the enemy, pop back down, and let your shields regenerate. So here's that flying move I talked about earlier. Not the best thing to do when, as I said, when there's multiple enemies around, because it depletes your shields really quickly. The AI is pretty good for the combat when you're actually in close range. They don't do well when you're using long-range ballistics like sniper rifles to shoot them from a long range. On this planet, it's all close quarters battle.
Oh, you're pretty good at this, Ryder.
I used to guard a Mass Effect relay.
Wish we'd had one for the Arks.
I wonder what these guys were doing here.
Crash of some kind. It's not one of our ships.
Now, as you saw, the item I just picked up, that was a scope that you can use to modify your rifles and weapons later on. You can't do it on this planet. So, I'll give you an idea. We'll go to inventory, and these are the weapons that I currently have. I don't usually carry a sidearm with me. You don't use it that much, and for cutscenes, the game just spawns you one. This is the weapon I've been using on my Biotic playthrough. It is, as you can see, an X, which is actually level 10 in this game. You don't get this unless you've done a lot of research and scanning. Now, Nexus level up the top right hand side of the screen, that's not too much to worry about until later, until you actually get further into the storyline. I'm not going to give you any spoilers on it. The credits, you can see I've got a fair bit there. Again, as I said, I've played this a lot. I had over 1 million. I spent a lot on getting ammo and things I was going to need for this playthrough, so we went down a lot, but you will see that go up fairly quickly. There are some tips and tricks that I use considerably in this to make my life a lot easier, especially against the harder enemies. Now, item count, I've got 92 of 100. You can increase that through these Nexus points later on, so you can get up to 200 or 250, I can't remember exactly, I know it's at least 200. Now, by level, you probably notice here, it's actually in the negative. Now, that will actually continue to increase in the negative as I play, because I've hit max level. Max level is 132 in this game. You can't get any higher level. It doesn't allow you to, it just goes negative. The negative doesn't decrease your level at all, it just keeps adding points for what you've done. And as you can see, I've got over 1 million points there in XP. I was going to consider starting this game again, but I wanted to show what you can do when you've played it a lot. In this screen, I'm going through a bit of the different armor, pre-armors I've saved. And so here's one of them. Now this, because I'm using biotics for the gameplay, right now the game at the start gives you this. This gear gives you no bonuses. This gear is something that was given to me as when you first start the game. You can't change your gear when you're halfway through a mission. It has to be done at an armor locker or an armor bench. So the level 10 version of this, same thing essentially. A little bit different look because it hasn't got the little antenna, but it gives you an increase to your shields. So here's one for us. I've got my increase to damage resistance, weapon accuracy, power effect duration, so when you actually use a power effect like a concussion shot or any of the engineering stuff, it has a longer effect duration. So if you hit something with like a flamethrower, it'll stay on there longer. If you have your bullets on that rapid fire one that I described earlier, it will actually last longer. So at 2%, it doesn't sound like a lot, but on your gear, you have multiple pieces of armor. It adds up and really makes your character stronger. So then you've got combat recharge speed. So when I fire my combat abilities, which is the red ones, not the purple ones, which we're currently using, which is eubiotics, it recharges a lot quicker. So as you can see on the last one there, 2% to biotic recharge speed. So same thing as combat, it's just for biotic abilities. You can really customize it with how you want to play your character. You can change profiles, which is what the actual proper name for it is. This one here, which is the N7 armor, I really like this armor. It looks great. Reminds you of Commander Shepard. This is really set for my biotic playthrough. These are the consumables. As you can see, I've gathered quite a few from gameplays through. So this is very helpful on future planets. Just like your other ones where you're like doing Cindery ammo, Disruptor ammo, you get Cryo ammo, Overdrive pack. Just read the descriptions. It's very self-explanatory. Shield capacitors. That's good for when you're in heavy combat and you're getting shot an awful lot when you don't like using cover. You can actually just run around, have a quick key, press your quick key, and you can keep attacking. Cobra RPGs. I love these things. They're fantastic against hard enemies. They're even great against large groups of enemies. They take a little bit to throw at times, and they can be a little janky, but when you come up against your heavy enemies, like in Mass Effect 3, when you come up against some of the large Reapers, or the Harvesters that fly around, you'll use your grenades or the heavy weapons like in Mass Effect 2. This is basically to replace your heavy effect weapon. They cost a lot. I spent a lot of cash on this to get them. They only sold at certain stores in the game. They only also become available in certain stores due to Nexus points through opening up different vendor options and whatnot. So grab them as quick as you can. As I said, they cost a lot, but they are invaluable. They will make your life a lot easier, especially on this difficulty level. So research, this just goes to show you all the researchers. This shows you all the stuff that I've researched so far in the game. As you can see, it's quite a high number amount. Resources, this is your basic minerals and stuff. As you can see, I have a stupid level amount of them, so I can build wherever I want, customize wherever I want, and I have all the resources I could possibly want to do so, just from all the playthroughs I've gone through. So this is, sorry about the names there, I will cut this section out because it's a bit of a spoiler. Special items, again, more spoiler stuff, but yeah, it's really, really interesting. So you get your codex, as you do with all Mass Effect games. It gives you a bit of history on things if you don't know. Read through it, it's really interesting. Now I prefer when I'm running around on maps to have my weapon out at all times. It just gives you a better perspective, I think, because you can run around like this, but I feel a little disconnected from the actual player. I enjoy first-person shooter games a little bit more than third-person, but I really, really love the Mass Effect series. So another sequence where if I talk during this, you won't hear us because they'll start talking as soon as I scan it.
Definitely not from the Milky Way.
One of theirs. Think the storm got it?
At least the weather isn't playing favorites. You'd think if this was their planet, they'd know how to handle the storms. It's food. I think.
Can't be local. Not growing anything on this planet.
So maybe they're bringing it in from off-world?
More of them in the cluster? Not loving that. sort of cave over there. Check that out.
Now this looks more like the golden world my dad was expecting.
Then the long-range scans were right? This could have been home?
600 years ago. And then, who knows?
Now, one of the great things about the scanner that the
How
game
is this
doesn't
even possible?
intuitively tell you.
Extreme example of a microclimate, maybe? Shielded by the cave all these years?
While the rest of the planet died?
Something nasty happened out there. But this means there's hope. Life as we know it can thrive in Andromeda.
Is the scanner can show invisible enemies. Sorry about the pause there, I figured you might want to hear what they're talking about. And occasionally, when you try and scan stuff, it'll start doing that noise. You have to find when it's green.
If it's anything like plants back in the Milky Way, there are signs of cellular mutation.
It's lasted this long. Guess that makes it the Alpha Tree, huh?
Yeah? But what happened to all its friends outside? Dead animal here, in some sort of trap. Pretty recent, too.
You suppose those aliens set it?
If they did, they don't play nice with anyone.
Or maybe they're starving.
Now, as you can see there, I had to wait for the conversation from the first one to finish before I scanned the next object, as otherwise, as I said, it will override what they were saying initially.
The path off on the left.
So, as a part of the story, we can, go explore this building or that building, which we just did in the cave. We can go find the guy that's missing. Optional. You can skip it, but as I said, I like doing all the side stuff if I can. It really adds some content.
Oh, great. That can't be good.
Not company!
Looks like a whole patrol!
Probably the arseholes who took Green.
Push them back! No way in here.
Just as well. We're not equipped for a big fight.
Now, as you can see, we scanned one of these earlier when they first found them. Whenever you have the scanner out and you come across something you've already scanned, it will give you a different colour. So you got the dark red there to show we haven't scanned that type of item. We've scanned that type of item. Now, to do any of your upgrades or unlocks for weapons, the only way you can do it is by scanning items like that.
Anyone there?
Cora, we read you. You're alive!
Great thing is, if you want to check out any parts of the story or whatnot, for maps to make sure you know where you're going, whenever you hit exit and get into the S, or you press M to go straight into it, it pauses the conversation in-game. So here we go straight back into it.
Shuttle repairs are underway, but we're surrounded.
They're not friendly. On our way. Nav point marked.
Still want to go locate Greer before we do anything. So we'll fall back here. Holding shift with your weapon out gets the guy to run a lot quicker, makes your life a lot easier and saves a lot of time. You will find that on most planets you won't spend a lot of time on foot. It's only when you're getting into combat that you spend any time on foot.
You hear that?
Yeah, radio static. But like a pattern. That static's getting louder.
What do you want?
Now you go, Redhead.
Help! Hang on, Greer. We got you.
Keep your head down!
Box them in, Liam!
They're in a kill zone! They're not getting out of this!
Now one of my favourite weapons later on.
Thank God. I was tapping my mic, hoping someone would notice.
You okay?
Yeah. Where are the others?
They killed Kirkland, but Fisher's alive, back at the crash site.
He's got a broken leg. Needs help.
I'll check around for supplies, then head back.
We'll be in touch. Liam and I need to go help Cora.
Good luck. Can't wait to get off this rock.
As you've seen there, I just walked through this spot, which is showing, tells you what the issue is. But it'll come up with a little meter on the left-hand side. See, hazard life support. Now, one of the consumables I showed you earlier, which is the backup life support, actually refills that. But when I walk away from this, it'll fill up. On some planets, it won't do that. You've got to be very careful because you can run out of it completely. Even when you're getting in and out of vehicles, the vehicle doesn't resupply it, which I don't know why they chose to do that. I think it was just a bit of an oversight, but it really makes you have to think smartly. Even if you're going past combat and that, sometimes when your life support's almost at 0, you just have to skip it and get to a safe area, refill it and go back. So we're finished in here, nothing to scan, just do that real quick. Can't scan environmental effects, but it tells you what's affecting you on the screen. A lot of the stuff makes absolutely no sense because you don't have a clue what it is, but it at least tells you what's going on. So we could proceed straight over to help Cora and the crew over here. You don't really get much by doing it straight away. Enjoy some exploration, I do. Great scenery. A lot of conversations you won't hear if you don't do it.
Some sort of structure up that hill.
This place is taking a beating from the storms.
Along with everything else in this place.
So you can walk through here, you don't need to run. There's a lightning strike there. The great thing about this is, unlike other Mass Effect games, you can jump and explore vertical areas. Sorry.
Dead one's here. Wonder what happened.
Severe burns. They were fried.
Lightning?
Yeah. It's nailing them, too.
Score 1 for the weather.
Though it fits with them being from somewhere else. They weren't ready for the storms.
Even though we had scanned one of them previously, the only reason why you can scan these guys now is it tells you about they got shocked by the light. So here we go, we're picking up another weapon upgrade. They are actually color based for which ones are the best. So, pistol heavy magazine level 10, because of what level I'm at, isn't really that good. So I'm just going to get rid of it. You can deconstruct it, which I just did. Otherwise you will fill up your inventory to the max, and the only time you want to start doing, collecting everything to sell for money later on is when you've got the increase in the inventory, which I explained to you through the Nexus missions. So you can come up here, you can explore a little bit more. Now, with lightning storms and environmental effects will get pretty vicious in areas where it doesn't typically want you to actually go. Sorry, I keep hitting H, which keeps taking me to that menu. Okay, you might miss something, or just because you want to get up, you can. Want to fall from a big height, last minute, do the dash, and it stops you from getting hurt.
Well, let's hope no one's home.
Doesn't look like a home at all.
Now, there isn't a button for flashlight, it just turns on automatically as soon as you get into a dark area. As soon as you go out to a light area, as I'll do a demo, it turns off. Go into a dark area, automatically turns on. I'm not pressing any key for that. But it really does make the game interesting, a little scary if you don't like dark spaces.
Doesn't look like the other structures we've seen. Different design.
So here we go. See, as I was saying before, colour difference. This one's bronze, not the silver. Bronze, meh. Not that exciting.
Must be a way to get some lights on.
So these are just like there's one of the overdrive packs. That's just how you get them all. Spacebar on take all just makes life so much easier to collect it.
Huh. What's all this about?
Just scan all these devices that don't really have a lot of conversation about them.
A weird alien machine.
Huh. Figures.
Only one way to find out.
You mean turn it on?
Huh. Who knows?
As you can see,
Let's
when you
call it a
scan
weird
something,
alien machine.
the little bubble in the middle
We sure
there
could use Sam right about
actually
now.
flashes and tells you
Another weird
some
alien
points for it.
machine.
That's why it's good to walk around, scan everything that you can. A lot of people complained about, you know, oh, going around with the scan is really annoying and whatnot, but I enjoy it. It's all part of the exploration.
Nothing. No power. Didn't do anything.
I literally did that just to show you what happens when you do them. I know that if you just come straight over here and do that.
What are you doing, Ryder?
Oh shit.
That can't be good.
Oh no, it powered up.
So the weird alien machine is a generator.
Yeah, sure. Why wouldn't it be?
Maybe it did something.
When I first played this, yeah, I thought, you know, I know the sound is like it's going to blow up or something, so I ran all the way out. Then I felt like a real fool, but, you know, better safe than sorry. Now this is an ammo box. So you can see it just dropped down there. My ammo's been completely refilled. On the right is like for grenades. Part of one of your special abilities is you can get grenades. So as you can see, I'm changing my abilities there. This is literally just through pressing F1 or F2 or F3 or F4, which gives you what is called different profiles. They're the quick keys to be able to select. In the middle of combat, you can go, cool, I want to go from being heavy weapons and shooting to a tech expert or a stealth expert or an engineer. You can really select which ones you want to go through in combat. So for me, I usually have F1, which I haven't fixed up from earlier, is my combat abilities, so grenade, concussion shot, rapid fire. F2, it's my biotic abilities, so you know, this type of thing. 3, that's my kind of a bit of a mix of everything. 4, this is the tech ability, and as you can see, it changes the way the guy moves around. Now, I can't zip through things like I did before, so this is what happens when you click a jet, but if I press me F2 and I do this, I can warp through it. So, all lovely little different abilities it gives you. So, you gotta watch out for, sometimes they'll hide, like that one was gold, that's one of the good ones, so you keep it. It also sells for a bit more later on. They'll have containers just hiding sometimes.
Kind of research
so
lab?
there we go, we've got our first Cobra RPG for
Then
the
it got hit
game.
by a
If you're
tornado.
playing a first playthrough, you can't equip it yet because it doesn't allow you to, but it does come in handy once you get off the tutorial planet.
Weird. You hear that?
Looks like they were trying to tunnel in.
Watch it! What is this? There.
So now killer robots too?
Huh. The Gets Back Home would love this place.
Doesn't say much, other than it's not organic. Old though, like centuries old.
Like an automated guard, maybe?
Could be. Some serious energy on the other side of that door.
Maybe it's closed for a reason.
These guys were poking around where they shouldn't have.
Now, again, one of those basic enemies, again, it'll probably start a conversation as soon as you click on him.
His wounds look like they're from an energy blast. Might have tangled with our robot friend there.
What were they doing?
It's fried. Could be a console of some sort. For that door? Whatever this is, it scans as being old. Centuries old.
Wish we had Sam.
It's older than this lab, but about the same age as that bot we just killed.
So maybe these aliens found it deeper in, like an artifact.
Same language as those aliens. Wonder what he's saying.
Kill all humans, probably? Any theories, recon specialist?
There's some kind of technology on this planet. Older. Underground. Something these aliens are interested in.
Like archaeologists?
Yeah. Bloodthirsty archaeologists. Weather's still crappy.
Here we go, bit of combat. Take cover.
Heads up! They were waiting for us!
Damn!
They got a lightning rod up and running! Are these things stalking us?
Starting to feel like it!
This is not how I go out!
I don't think they're listening!
Now you'll notice when I attack certain enemies, they actually have an area of effect, so shooting them in the head does a lot more damage than say punchless. So reload, R-key. So since we've only got one enemy left, we can jump out, do our hover, jump to, don't really need to in this situation.
There! Last one's down.
Let's not wait around for more. Looks like it's a broken lightning rod.
Could explain why the building's damaged. Storms hammered the place.
Is what it looks like to defend against lightning.
Got him! Let's get in there!
So even that little amount of incoming fire
Cora,
damaged my
we got
shields
your back!
considerably.
They're trying to pin us down! Doing a good job of it, too!
Ryder, light him up!
I'm on it!
See, bullets don't do a lot on these certain weapons.
Pick your targets!
Plenty of those!
Come over and join your friends. And again, take cover.
I got
As
one!
you can see, they all use cover automatically, except for some that like to stand out in the open.
What did we ever do to them?
Watch out for grenades, they can
Careful, they
kill
fight
you if
dirty.
you're damaged enough.
Harry, you guys okay?
Not dead yet!
Well, that settles that.
Cavalry to the rescue. Nice to see you guys.
Grab some more
You
ammo.
too, Harry. How is everyone?
Still in one piece.
And we
You got here
fixed up
just
our
in
health,
time.
the health boxes.
Where's my
so
dad?
From the little bit
You
of
went
damage
scouting
I
ahead
purposely took
while we
earlier,
fixed
we're
the
now full
shuttle.
health again.
Ryder, there's weapons and ammo at the shuttle. Stock up.
Did these things try talking to you at all?
Barely a word. Then started shooting. What about you?
We didn't stop for a chat.
So now we've got a close range shotgun, depending on how you like to play. If you like to run in, charge the enemies, melee attacks get nice and close, shotguns are fantastic for that. I like holding them back off. Keeps you alive longer too. You're not constantly having health back.
Enemy ship on the way! Get to cover! Go,
Now,
go!
there's no use attacking them until they actually drop and move around, because you do that and it does absolutely nothing. But as you can see, once they go around,
They got balls to try and airdrop.
Don't let up!
Ha! Lightning zapped their shuttle!
so he's throwing
the rocks float.
Just
Can
go
zip
with it.
in to cover.
Heads up! Another shuttle incoming!
In this weather?
Guess we got their attention. Are those dogs?
I wish. They've got some weird cloaking ability.
You're shitting me! Sound off!
I'm here!
Still alive.
Here!
Present!
I can't get a beat on those things!
Dog getting us from behind.
There's too many of them!
Body combo.
Just keep firing, we can do this!
Man, these guys know how to fight.
My health's getting good damage now because the shields are gone.
Ah! Damn shrapnel! Damn, they won't let up!
Try to focus on the lighter guys, easier to kill. Get rid of them. The larger ones because they're a bit more bullets on you. He's probably mid-range, not that high up. So, great thing about body combos like this is you can actually knock enemies without fall off cliffs. It just makes your life a little bit easier. You do run out of ammo extremely fast in this game.
Liam, enough.
Right. It's just these assholes kill Kirkland. Stay pissed. Use it. Will do.
Just remember, we need that ammo.
Strangle them if I have to.
What about the others?
Fisher's wounded, but sitting tight. Greer's with him. There are shuttles in pieces.
Guys,
She's been hit! Take cover! Take cover!
Hang on! Ugh.
I didn't know you were biotic.
Don't worry, it's not contagious.
before they attacked, I managed to fix our comms.
You're a lifesaver. Now just take it easy.
Sam, are you there?
QEC link established. Affirmative, Ryder. The Pathfinder needs to speak with you.
Good to see you in one piece. What's our status?
Liam and I are with Cora.
We have wounded crew. The good news is our shuttle's been repaired. We can get back to the Ark.
Not with these storms. It's too risky to fly.
Our wounded can't wait much longer. Do you have something in mind?
If the storm is the problem, then let's solve the problem.
We're talking about weather.
And I have an idea about that. Rendezvous with my coordinates will... Damn, they spotted me.
Sir? Sir! Can you two manage alone?
I can keep her stable. For a while.
Let's move. Sam, do you have the Pathfinder's position?
Marking the nav point on your map.
Doesn't look far. Let's make this quick. We have to get there before the storm hits. No detours.
What was my dad scouting for?
He was trying to get readings on that tower.
Well, the nav point puts him near it.
Exercise caution. The storm front is already gaining intensity.
Nice to have you back, Sam. How about some good news next time?
Ryder, your dad was in trouble. We have to find him.
Now, it would have been nice if I hadn't knocked that guy for 6.
We've got to find the Pathfinder. Like, right now.
Go scan him, but what can I say? We can always scan the next one because we'll run into a lot more of them yet. So there's not much to have a look around here. You just grab your ammo. You can't get any more weapons. You can check out the shuttle. You can scan shuttles later on. Usually the damaged ones, they'll drop blown up ones. So try scanning everything you can. And I'm going to leave it off there, guys. Thanks for joining me on my first episode of my new channel. If any feedback or comments would be fantastic. Any improvements, the channel will get better over time, guys. So hopefully with my equipment it will as well. So yeah, thanks for joining us. Any questions on what we've covered so far, or any tips or tricks that you found very useful for yourselves, let us know in the comments. I'd love to read and see if I can help you with whatever I can. And yeah, well, thanks for joining us. Cheers, bye.